Is there like a specific type of affiliate product you promote, or any specific niche, or are you just kind of like, let's just try over here, let's try over here, what's your philosophy behind it? Are there like, how do you pick the products you promote?
I think it's always good to have a mixture of like high ticket stuff, like continuity stuff, and just like I don't believe in recommending any product if you're not getting paid for it. Like, I go to work, I'm abandoning time that I could be spending with my wife or my children. So my family comes first. So, if I'm going to be spending my time marketing and recommending stuff, it's got to be for money, and if, and that's the fact. So everything I recommend on my YouTube and in my courses, like the affiliate networks I recommend, I get a kickback from. The web page tools I recommend, the email service provider, the hosting company, the web page builder, ClickFunnels, anything that I ever recommend, I always make sure I get a kickback from. And all these, so I have a few like main sources of, my affiliate marketing income, but everything else, there's like a long tail there. So I have all these affiliate programs, and it all adds up at the end of the day. And, So,
Well, I'm curious because, like we run into this issue is when you promote, because I don't know how many we promote. We have like 10 core offers that we always promote, but then we have all these like random other ones, that just kind of inherently get thrown into the mix. How do you track all that stuff and making sure you're getting paid and,
Yeah. So right. For people who don't know, I teach people how to make money online, like how to work at home and, then do affiliate marketing. And so I have a few major sources of income. So it's like I have a training course at this point, and that's a lead in for a lot of other stuff. So really the training course or in the I'd say like I have to be profitable if I'm buying ads for my training course, which is $1,000. I have to be profitable on a cash over cash basis on that, or I have to be at least break even. And then all of the other sources, I generally assume that, whatever somebody buys on the front end, you can probably make about double that, with other services. So like after I teach people how to start an online business, people need website hosting, and that pays $150 per commission. And then people need a web page builder like ClickFunnels. And then people need, people might want to go to a seminar, have like one-on-one mentorship. That's another thing. So all these things add up to, I've seen about double. So if I'm if I'm break even or profitable on the initial product sale, I basically like, that's just the one number I look at it. Then everything else is gravy, but I have a loose idea and there's predictability around that. So I just make it really easy for myself, because if I had to input every 10 affiliate programs in a spreadsheet each day, I mean, I'd go crazy,
That's literally what I do right now for our affiliate stuff.
Because I would go crazy too. That's kind of why I asked that.
Yeah, no, I have a bookmarks folder on my computer, right? And it's like all of the affiliate backends. Yeah. And once a day, I'll go through and I'll open every single one in a new tab and add the number to a spreadsheet, so I know which affiliate programs are working, how much we make on a daily basis across all. It's a nightmare, but it keeps us on track.
Well, so I'll ask you: is he going crazy?
He's not, actually. That's a sweet place. That's why he's doing it.
I nerd out on that stuff.
Yeah.
But we are trying to make it easy and not manual. That's the key, because I know with affiliate, you just have all these logins all over the web, and if you're a lot of folks, you could be sitting on a chunk of change over there in one account, maybe because you didn't input your PayPal email or to send in your W-9 or whatever it might be.
Oh, all that's, I do. There's so many little points. And I have two, I outsource a lot of dev work. I've been, I have 2 dev agencies. And at this point, I mean, you're right. There's so many things. It's so unpredictable, and the things that can break. It's like you forgot to put the credit card down on your SSL certificate, or like, like
dumb little things can like totally, yeah.
We lost our entire first blog that used to, like the very first entry that we ever did into online marketing. We lost it because we forgot to renew the domain name.
That's right. That's right.
So there's all these little things, they add up. So it's a crazy, but I generally like to keep things simple with, one product as the main product I'm marketing, and if I'm break even or profitable on that, then the other stuff I sell is kind of gravy, because the fact of the matter is people need any problem that you're helping solve, because generally speaking, affiliate marketers are solving a problem. There's a lot of things around that, like weight loss. It doesn't just stop with like getting a anti eating pill. It's like, people will need, they're going to need new clothes. They're going to need to join a gym. They might need to like meal prep programs like Nutrisystem. There's there's a lot of stuff in each niche.
So what's your model look like? Is it like you have an entry point where you're getting them on a list, or you're trying to, start the journey, and then you essentially like build the journey after that through promotions and giving them everything else they need?
Yeah, exactly. So my journey starts nowadays. My journey starts with now we have 2 front end programs, but it either starts with my book or with which is $40, or my web, my $1,000 training course. Most people find out about me because they register for my webinar, which tells people about affiliate marketing and also my $1,000 training course. And, if people buy my $1,000 training course, first off, by the way, we updated it. We used people on Tony Robbins' team to figure out the curriculum structure.
They're like the best in the business at the architecting of
you guys are down in San Diego. I'm sure you guys know a lot of Tony people.
Oh yeah.
But,
yeah.
So, the $1,000 course, so obviously I'm trying to make money on that. But then, like, for instance, if they don't buy my $1,000 course, I still have their email address and their phone number. So I think maybe they're interested in like maybe drop shipping, or maybe it's like cryptocurrency, or maybe it's like, selling on Amazon, and maybe it's consulting, maybe it's starting a local marketing agency. So, every week I kind of showcase another, and I've actually like, we like work with the sequencing, like, are they more interested in starting like a drop shipping business or consulting business, like my market? So we'll like kind of like move around like which promotion we do first. And we just show them like every training product in the different online entrepreneurship spaces. So that's an additional source of income, right? And that makes a good amount of money. And then, so we just, and then when people purchase my training program, I'm an affiliate for the affiliate networks. I'm an affiliate for web page building tools like ClickFunnels. They pay me a lot of money. I'm an affiliate for hosting companies. So I'm an affiliate for seminar companies like Tony Robbins. So that's kind of the way I think about it is, and I also think it's just servicing the audience the best, because it doesn't just stop with like, you took a training course, like the world's better. Like maybe you have to make improvements in your mindset. Maybe you have like trauma you haven't dealt with before. Maybe you need like, a web page built. So it just goes on. And I think the goal is always to service the audience and add the most value to your audience, regardless of whether you personally offer a solution to that.
Yeah.